If you are over 60 and you've started using your hands to push yourself up from a chair, I want you to pay attention for a moment. If your legs feel shaky when you climb the stairs, or a simple bag of groceries feels heavier than it used to, you are not just being dramatic, and you are not alone. I have seen many older adults brush this off and say, "Well, I guess this is just age catching up with me." But that is not always the full story. Sometimes, these small changes are your muscles trying to tell you something. You may still be eating. You may still be getting protein. You may even be drinking shakes or adding healthy foods to your meals. But after 60, the body can change in a quiet way. Your muscles may stop responding to food the way they once did. And that is when daily life starts to feel harder. Standing takes more effort. Walking feels slower. Balance feels less certain. Deep down, many people worry about the same thing, losing their independence. The problem may not be how much you eat. It may be that your muscles are no longer hearing the message. One reason muscle loss after 60 is so easy to miss is because it does not always feel like sickness. Most people do not wake up one morning and suddenly feel weak. It happens quietly. You still get dressed. You still make your breakfast. You still walk around the house. But little by little, things start taking more effort. You stand up slower. You hold the railing more often. You think twice before carrying something heavy. You may even start avoiding stairs without really noticing it. And because there is no sharp pain, no fever, no clear warning sign, many seniors tell themselves, "I'm just getting older." But in my experience, that is exactly when we need to pay attention. Early muscle loss often whispers before it shouts. It shows up as hesitation, less balance, slower steps, and less confidence in your own body. And this is why even people who eat healthy can still feel weaker each year. Here is the part many people do not realize. After 60, the problem is not always that you are eating too little. Sometimes you may be eating enough. You may have chicken, fish, yogurt, or a protein shake and still wonder why your legs feel weaker. The reason is that aging muscles do not always respond to food the way younger muscles do. Doctors sometimes call this anabolic resistance, but I like to explain it in a simpler way. Food is sending a message, but the muscle is not picking up the phone like it used to. Protein can enter the body, but the muscle may not fully respond. So repair slows down. Strength fades little by little. Balance becomes less steady. This can feel very frustrating because you feel like you are doing the right thing, but your body is not giving you the same results. That is why after 60, the right foods matter more than just eating more food. So today, I want to walk you through 5 everyday foods that may help your muscles respond better after 60. We will start with the food that gives gentle support, then move step by step toward the one that sends the strongest signal. Each food has a different job. One helps protect muscle from breaking down between meals. One gives your body the complete building blocks it needs. One helps calm the quiet inflammation that can make muscles feel stiff and heavy. Another keeps feeding your muscles slowly for hours. And the final one may help wake up the muscle-building signal itself. This is not about expensive powders or complicated diets. These are normal foods you can find in a regular grocery store. And the number one food surprises many people because it is simple, cheap, and already sitting in many kitchens. Food number 5 is lentils. Now, I know lentils may not sound like a muscle food at first. Most people think about chicken, eggs, or protein shakes. But for many adults over 60, lentils do something very important. They help protect the muscle you already have. Lentils digest slowly, which means they give your body a steady supply of nutrition instead of one quick burst. That matters because older muscles often do better with steady support throughout the day. Lentils also provide plant protein and soluble fiber, which may help keep blood sugar more stable. And when blood sugar is more steady, the body is less likely to dip into muscle for energy between meals. This is especially helpful for people who feel weaker in the afternoon, shaky after long gaps without food, or tired even after eating. I like lentils because they are simple, affordable, and easy to prepare. A small bowl of soft lentil soup at lunch, or lentils added to a stew a few times a week, can be a gentle way to support aging muscles without making meals complicated. Now, I want to be clear about lentils. They are not the most powerful food on this list for building new muscle. I would not tell you that a bowl of lentils will suddenly make your legs strong again. That is not how the body works. But lentils are valuable because they help protect what you already have. After 60, one of the quiet problems is the long gap between meals. You eat breakfast, then hours pass. You eat lunch, then maybe nothing, until dinner. During those gaps, if your energy drops, your body may start pulling from muscle tissue to keep going. Lentils help soften that problem. Because they digest slowly and support steadier blood sugar, they give your body a more even supply of fuel. That may help reduce those dips where weakness, shakiness, and fatigue show up. But protecting muscle is only the first step. Next, your body needs the full set of building blocks. Food number 4 is quinoa. Now, many people look at quinoa and think, that is just another healthy grain. But for adults over 60, quinoa can be much more useful than that. The reason is simple. Your muscles need building blocks to repair and stay strong, and quinoa gives you all 9 essential amino acids. That is not common for most plant foods. This matters a lot for seniors who do not eat as much meat as they used to, or who feel full after smaller meals. You may be getting enough calories, but your muscles may still be missing the complete support they need. Over time, that can show up as slower walking, weaker legs, or less confidence when standing up from a chair. Quinoa helps fill that gap without forcing you to eat a large, heavy meal. The key is to prepare it well. Rinse it before cooking, then cook it until soft, so it is easier to digest. Try using it instead of white rice or refined grains a few times a week. Small swaps like this can quietly support your strength over time. Now, quinoa is not a magic food that suddenly forces your muscles to grow. I do not want you to think of it that way. Its real value is more practical. It gives your muscles a complete set of amino acids, the basic pieces they need to repair and maintain tissue. After 60, that matters because your body has less room for nutritional gaps. If a meal is missing key building blocks, muscle repair can slow down quietly. Quinoa also gives you magnesium, a mineral your muscles use every time they contract and relax. Low magnesium can show up as cramps, tired legs, or that heavy feeling when you move, so quinoa is more like steady support than a strong push. It helps your muscles work with what they have. But even with enough building blocks, muscles may still struggle if inflammation is blocking the signal. Food number 3 is sardines. Now, I know sardines are not everyone's first choice, but when we talk about aging muscles, they deserve attention. After 60, muscle loss is not only about protein. Sometimes the bigger problem is quiet inflammation. I am not talking about the kind of inflammation that makes you feel sharp pain. I mean the slow, low-level kind that can make your muscles feel stiff, heavy, tired, or slower to recover. You may notice it when you get up after sitting for a while, or when walking feels like your legs are dragging more than usual. Sardines help because they bring several things together in one small food. They provide protein for repair, omega-3 fats like EPA and DHA to help calm inflammation, vitamin D to support muscle function, and minerals that help with strength and coordination. The nice thing is, you do not need to make this complicated. Canned sardines can be eaten straight from the can, mashed into a salad, mixed with avocado, or added to a soft meal. For many seniors, about 2 servings a week can be a simple way to support muscles that feel stiff, heavy, or slow. What I like about sardines is that they do not only give your body protein, they help create the right environment for that protein to actually do its job. Think of it this way. If your muscles are dealing with quiet inflammation every day, they may not respond well, even when you eat enough protein. The amino acids come in, but the muscle signal is still weak. Sardines may help because the omega-3 fats, especially EPA and DHA, can calm some of that low-level inflammation. When that happens, your muscles may become more open to repair. Sardines also provide vitamin D, which is important for muscle contraction and for helping the body use protein properly. That is why I see sardines as a support food. They help other protein-rich foods work better. Now we move from protecting muscle to feeding it steadily for hours. Food number 2 is Greek yogurt. And the reason I rank it so high is because it does something aging muscles really need. It feeds them steadily. After 60, many people eat smaller meals without realizing it. breakfast gets lighter. Lunch may be quick. Dinner may be the only real meal of the day. Then there are long gaps where the body is not getting much protein at all. That is when muscles can start breaking down quietly. Greek yogurt helps because it contains two useful types of protein. Whey protein works quickly and gives your muscles an early signal. Casein protein digests more slowly, so it keeps releasing amino acids for several hours. That combination is very helpful for older muscles. It is like giving your body support now, and then a second layer of support later. This matters if you often feel fine after eating, but weaker or more tired a few hours later. Choose plain Greek yogurt, not the sugary dessert-style kind. Look for low sugar and live cultures if possible. One serving during the day can be a simple way to keep your muscles fed between meals. Greek yogurt can be useful during the day, but I especially like it in the evening for one reason: casein. Casein is the slower protein in yogurt. It does not rush through the body all at once. It breaks down gradually, releasing amino acids over several hours. And that matters because nighttime is a long stretch when many older adults go without food. While you sleep, your muscles are still repairing, but if they do not have enough support, the body may quietly break down muscle tissue. A small serving of plain Greek yogurt in the evening may help reduce that overnight gap. Another benefit is digestion. As we get older, the gut may not absorb protein as well as it once did. Greek yogurt with live cultures can support a healthier gut, and when digestion works better, your muscles may receive more of the nutrition you are already eating. But there is still one food that sends the clearest wake-up signal to aging muscles. Food number 1 is eggs, and I want you to really pay attention to this one, because eggs are simple, but they send a very strong message to aging muscles. After 60, your muscles often need a louder signal to start repairing and rebuilding. Eggs help because they contain leucine, an amino acid that works almost like an ignition key for muscle protein synthesis. In simple words, leucine helps tell your muscles, it is time to repair. It is time to stay strong. But here is the part many people miss. I am talking about whole eggs, not just egg whites. The yolk matters. Egg yolks contain healthy fats, vitamins, choline, and other nutrients that help the body use protein more effectively. That is important because strength is not only about muscle tissue. It is also about the connection between your brain, nerves, and muscles. When that communication is better, daily movement can feel more controlled. You may notice it when standing up from a chair feels steadier, when walking feels more confident, or when normal chores do not tire you out as quickly. Eggs are also affordable, easy to chew, and easy to prepare. For many older adults, having eggs in the morning can be one of the simplest ways to give the body a clear, muscle-supporting signal early in the day. This is why I usually tell older adults not to throw away the yolk too quickly. Egg whites do give you protein, and that is useful. But the whole egg gives your body a fuller message. The yolk contains fats, vitamins, choline, and natural compounds that help your body use that protein more effectively. Choline is especially important because it supports the communication between your nerves and your muscles, and after 60, that communication matters. Strength is not only about having bigger muscles. It is about your brain, nerves, and muscles working together when you stand, walk, turn, reach, or climb a step. That is what helps you feel steady and in control. So when we talk about eggs, we are not talking about bodybuilding. We are talking about daily confidence. Now let's bring all 5 foods together, because the real power is not one food, it is the pattern. So when we put all 5 foods together, you can see the bigger picture. Strength after 60 does not come from one perfect food or one perfect meal. It comes from sending your muscles the right signals again and again. Lentils help protect your muscle between meals, when energy starts to dip. Quinoa gives your body a complete set of amino acids, so your muscles have the building blocks they need. Sardines help calm the quiet inflammation that can make your legs feel stiff, heavy, or slow. Greek yogurt keeps feeding your muscles for hours, especially during those long gaps between meals. And eggs help send that clear wake-up signal that tells aging muscles to repair and stay strong. This is how small foods can create a bigger change over time. Standing up may feel a little easier. Walking may feel steadier. Carrying groceries may not feel as intimidating, and most importantly, you may start to trust your body again. You do not have to change everything tomorrow. Start with one food, add it consistently, then build from there. Before we finish, I want you to think about your own daily life for a moment. Which task has started to feel harder than it used to? Is it standing up from a chair, walking across the house, climbing the stairs, or carrying groceries from the car? Leave a comment below and tell me. I read those comments because they help me understand what people are really dealing with every day. And also tell me this: which one of these 5 foods are you willing to try this week? Lentils, quinoa, sardines, Greek yogurt, or eggs? Start with just one. Keep it simple. Now, one important reminder: if you have kidney disease, diabetes, heart disease, high cholesterol, food allergies, or if you take medications, please talk with your doctor or dietitian before making big changes to your diet. Your body deserves guidance that fits your health situation. If this video helped you, please like it, share it with someone over 60, and subscribe for more simple ways to stay strong and independent. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of your body, stay steady, and I'll see you in the next video.